Cast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Cruise 360 orientation. I am your host for this afternoon, Stephani McDow. Many of you know me, some of you don't, and I look forward to seeing you all at Cruise 360. Cruise 360 is going to be the time of your life, at least for this year, that is. You are going to set foot into fun, entertainment, information from the moment you arrive to the moment you leave. And we're so looking forward to seeing you there. We wanted to share with you that you guys take surveys from us after your attendance at Cruise 360 in previous years. And I wanted to let you know that it's your feedback and the survey results that we get from you that drive how we design the next year's Cruise 360. So just to let you know, you guys have said that the top reasons that you come to Cruise 360 is for the ship inspections, the CLIA seminars and certification credits, as well as the trade show. And we always work to make sure that we're going to deliver upon exactly what you're looking for. So let's jump right into this orientation and see what we can find out. One thing we want to share with you is we want you to pace yourself. Cruise 360 is just so full of information and so jam-packed with all types of activities and seminars and learning and experiences that it can be quite overwhelming. You should definitely pace yourself and take your time. Try not to get overwhelmed. Network, learn, share. It's all good stuff, and we're all together in this. Let's talk about what we'd like for you to do before you arrive. Build your schedule in advance. Verify that you're signed up for every seminar or product and destination workshop or cruise line showcases, and we'll talk about that more a little bit later before you attend. You want to make sure that you have already definitely signed up for everything you want to be a part of. If you are enrolled in CLIA certification, check your logbook. Confirm that your schedule has been built to address any outstanding credits or courses or ship inspections that you need to complete. If you're not enrolled in CLIA certification and you are considering it or want to do it, go ahead and enroll ahead of time. That way you can access your logbook and it can drive some of your decisions as far as which seminars that you may or may not want to enroll in. Also verify that you're registered for all of your ship inspections. That is super important. We've done something new this Cruise 360. We now have pre-conference training. We have a pre-conference training session set up for both of our certificate programs, the meetings and events at sea and specialty and boutique cruising. They are available to anyone who wants to attend them, whether you're attending Cruise 360 or not. The pricing is $99 for CLIA individual agent members and $199 for non-members. So you might want to look into that if you're interested. It's definitely not a requirement, but I do want to let you know that it is not part of your registration for Cruise 360. You want to make sure that you solidify your travel arrangements. Make sure that your hotel is booked. You want to look at your schedule to verify what your travel is going to be. You may not have to be at the entire event. If you just come for the days that you have registered for something, that's absolutely fine. You are not required to be there the whole time. So you want to make sure that your travel aligns with your schedule that you register for Cruise 360 and any pre or post activities that you're looking to do. Here's something else that is new. You'll need to print your schedule before you come. I'm going to say that again. You have to print your schedule before you come. In previous years, we have printed schedules, and we've run into the problem of folks changing their schedule after we've printed them. So when you arrive on site, you receive a schedule that's not quite right. The best way to ensure you have absolutely everything that you've registered yourself for is for you to print that schedule yourself, have it available for you to reference throughout the conference, and you won't go wrong. The next new thing that we have, which is not quite new, but we will have the new Cruise 360 app available for you guys soon. So please pay attention to your email, because every time we have something new and exciting to share with you, we are pushing that information out to you. So pay attention and check all of your Cruise 360 emails so you make sure that you're not missing it. But we'll definitely be able to give you the information when that's up and running, and you'll have to download that on your current mobile devices. You will not be able to use the app from last year. So let's talk about some items to bring. You'll want to bring notepads and pens, blue or black ink, and number 2 pencils. And I'll talk in a little more detail about that later and as to why. If you're someone who does better with taking notes on your iPad or whatever the case may be, please bring that. But what you want to do is have something on which you can take copious notes in the seminars with. Definitely bring your business cards. This is an amazing networking opportunity with all types of suppliers, cruise line leadership, and BDMs and other agencies and agents that you might want to collab with at some point or learn from or receive mentorship from. Who knows? But you want to make sure that you have enough business cards to spread the love. Also, bring your Embark ID. It will be very important that you have your Embark ID with you at this Cruise 360. And again, I'll touch base on exactly why that's necessary. I can't begin to share with you how important it is that you bring the exact same ID that you use to register for your ship inspections. We have had some folks unfortunately register for a ship inspection with their passport and only show up at the ship inspection with their driver's license, and they have been denied access to that ship inspection. You absolutely must bring the exact same identification. You'll want to wear comfortable shoes. There tends to be a lot of walking overall just from all of the activities, both at the Broward County Convention Center, the ship inspections, etc. Even though we've made a concerted effort this year to combine all of our events into the 3 floors, so you don't have to walk so much all over the convention center. You're able to have everything nice and concentrated right there. The longest walk you'll probably have to take will be to the ballroom for the general session. So regardless, comfortable shoes are really important. You'll want to bring tote bags. Tote bags are for all of the goodies that you're likely going to be able to take home, so pack light. Be sure to dress in layers or bring layers along. I'd like to dress conference comfortable, if you will. You never know if you're going to be burning up hot in the room or freezing cold, so make sure that you bring the appropriate clothes. So let's take a dive into day 1. On Tuesday, for those of you who arrive on this day and are registered for the pre-conference training, you'll of course attend both the sessions for your pre-conference training, whether it's meeting and events at sea or the certificate program, and you will be able to have the travel agent breakfast and the travel agent lunch. Both are sponsored. Both are amazing training opportunities as well, with presentations from both of the represented cruise lines here. So you want to make sure that you attend and arrive on time and be prepared to enjoy a seated meal and learn from these leaders in the industry. These meals are only for those who are registered for the pre-conference training. If you arrive to Cruise 360 on Tuesday, April 17th, and you are not registered for pre-conference training, then the only thing that you should worry about is registering for Cruise 360 between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. At the Broward County Convention Center. Now, before we take a deep dive into Wednesday, I want to make an announcement. Just like our cruise lines with a focus on environment and the Broward County Convention Center as a LEED certified facility, CLIA is also committed to the environment. We're also committed to providing our members in the travel agent community with robust learning opportunities and helping the environment through sustainable practices. As a result, beginning now, CLIA will no longer provide note-taking guides for our live training seminars. For those of you who are brand new to CLIA, have never taken any kind of training with CLIA, and this is your first Cruise 360, just note that what the note-taking guides were essentially a guide in which you take notes that help you to go along the path of the seminar being trained. The volume of paper that was needed to produce these note-taking guides for any of our live training events, but particularly for Cruise 360, was mind-numbing, to say the least. And we needed to definitely take a step toward supporting the environment and killing less trees, if you will. The only exception is with regard to our certificate programs. We will still provide you with guides for our certificate programs because they are far more meaty. They are 4 hours long. There's a lot of good information that we'll need you to be able to take back with you when you take notes in that. Because we are no longer providing note-taking guides, we will provide you the opportunity to take the quiz on site. So let's take a little bit more of a look into what that looks like. Once your trainer has gone through all of the seminar content, you'll be able to sit for the quiz on site utilizing a Scantron form that we will provide. One form can be used for 2 seminars. So say, for example, you go into one seminar and you've completed the seminar and you've taken that quiz. You don't want to turn in that Scantron form just yet until after you've attended a second seminar and completed the quiz for that, front and back. Once that's nice and full on both sides, you will be able to turn it in either to an appointed CLIA staff member, or we'll have collection boxes throughout the convention center. On that Scantron form, you will write your name, the date, and the name of the seminar on the sheet. And here's the kicker. Your student ID number will be your personal ID number, which is on your Embark ID. This is why I say it's super important for you to have your Embark ID with you on site, because you'll need that number to be able to link your quiz results with your record in our database. We are going to take some measures to print your personal ID on your Cruise360 badge, but we highly encourage you to bring that Embark ID with you just to make sure we have everything we need. Quiz instructions will be provided by each trainer once the seminar content has been concluded and before the quiz is administered. Considering this, we encourage you to take copious notes and pay intense attention to the trainer, who will share important content with you should not, intent information. The trainer will share important content that you should take to prepare you for your overall learning experience and in support of the quiz taking success. So, trainers, me, Heidi, you guys know Heidi, Shy, John Bateman, etc. We're not going to give you the answers to the quizzes, but we will encourage you as far as certain information that will be good for you to know, to be able to take home and apply to your business, that also just may be important to your quiz taking success. Even though we're administering these quizzes on site, it is not mandatory for you to take the quiz on site. We are not forcing you to do so. Not only is it not mandatory for you to take the quiz on site, but if for whatever reason you're not interested in CLIA credit, you don't have to take the quiz either. If you do not want to take the quiz on site, you will still be able to go to cruising.org to enroll in and take the live seminar quiz associated with this training. Another point in that is that's why your note taking is going to be so important, for you to take really great notes for yourself. Non-members will not be able to utilize this benefit. Non-members will not be able to take quizzes on site. Again, that drives us back to that Embark ID and that personal ID that's on your Embark ID. Non-members don't have that. So we have no way of tracking their quiz results via the Scantron sheet in our database. So people who are not members of CLIA will have to go online to take the live seminar quizzes. And to do that, they would go to cruising.org/product catalog/default and choose live seminar quizzes. You would just look up the quiz based on the title, the same seminar title as the quiz, and you'll take the quiz that way. So let's talk about Wednesday. I've highlighted some points on this schedule, and again, this schedule is just as of today. The schedule is consistently evolving. We want to encourage you to regularly check the schedule at cruise360.org to make sure that you are clear on any changes, any updates that may have taken place. The travel agent breakfast will have a presentation as well. That, like the one that was done for the pre-conference, is also happening here. So please be prepared to arrive on time to a nice sit-down meal and learn more about what WinStar has to offer. Cruise line showcases registration will be opening soon. Again, stay tuned to your email for these announcements. For those of you who don't know, each showcase hosts several cruise lines who have about 15 minutes to give you a presentation about their brand. This is not the same as a virtual ship inspection, but an amazing learning opportunity all the same about that particular product. Cruise line families are grouped into particular showcases, while other showcases house cruise lines with similar products and itineraries. When you do register for these, be sure to verify that your schedule can account for it and make adjustments based on this new entry. You may have to unregister for a course happening at the same time and register for it or another course again at a different time or day. Also on Wednesday is the first general session, General Session 1. You do not want to miss this. You'll receive amazing high-level information from cruise line leaders and hosted by your very own Charles Sylvia. The President's Panel is also happening here with possibility of some keynote information, some keynote speakers. So you definitely want to stay tuned to this. Now, talking about general session, let's talk about this just a little bit more. When you come into general session, we completely understand how you want to maybe take on a whole table for all of your friends and your family or what have you, but we're going to encourage you to always file to the front and fill up the ballroom from the front moving back. That way, latecomers coming to the general session will have seats and not have to search for various seats throughout. We want to make sure that it's a very fluid process. Also on this day is the travel agent graduate reception. We always want to celebrate our certification graduates at the graduate reception. Those of you who have earned certification will receive a separate invitation for this event. There may be another reception available for those of you who do not yet have certification, and I say not yet because I'm expecting that everyone will eventually. So stay tuned. Again, keep checking cruise360.org. Pay attention to the emails that are coming to you with the latest and greatest updates. Also on Wednesday is our very first ship inspection. So I have some tips for you with regard to ship inspections, so let's talk about that a bit. First, ship inspections close on Monday, February 26th. What does that mean? That means that you can no longer change, register for, or do anything with regard to your ship inspections. The reason why we have to shut them down is because our cruise lines need the manifest from us in enough time such that it can go through the security processes, port protocol, and all of that good stuff. And we have to be able to provide that then. Once that's done, there are no changes. So if you need to make changes, you must do it before February 26th in order to make sure that everything's taken care of. We would not be able to add anyone or remove anyone. True, if you don't want to go, you can just not show up. But the point is, that is the final date. As we continue to work to solidify overall schedules, the time block for your ship inspection that is listed on the website presently may adjust slightly. Don't worry, it should not affect any seminars or training or anything else that you may be registered for. There will be signage in the Broward County Convention Center as to exactly where you should expect to line up in preparation for boarding the coach to the port. It is important for you to arrive there at your appointed time and get in line to ensure a smooth transition. CLIA and conference staff will be present to assist you in the boarding process and making sure you get on the correct bus. For those of you who are enrolled in certification or considering enrolling in certification, get proof for your logbook or even for future clients. Grab a menu if it's a paper version available to you, or a shipboard newsletter, or even a shore excursion pamphlet. Have a member of the staff sign it, and you have your proof of ship inspection for your certification. Additionally, you have a piece to share with your future clients when you tell them all about the amazing ship that you just toured. Again, back to comfortable shoes. There tends to be quite a lot of walking on a ship inspection. Once again, bring your ID. We can't drive this home enough. Once we've sent that manifest over after February 26th, we can't change the identification information. There is nothing we can do. If you need an ADA-related support companion on your ship inspection, that person must also be registered for the ship inspection. If this is you and you need assistance with this, please email us at meetings@cruising.org for more information. As you know, our cruise lines run a tight ship, and the schedules are just as tight. CLIA staff and the cruise line BDMs will instruct you from the bus to arriving at the port, through security, on the ship, and off again. Times are not flexible. While we know you may want to spend extra time in certain parts of the ship, you must stay the course with your guides. Unless otherwise instructed by CLIA or cruise line staff, stay with your group. We are responsible for each of you and have to ensure that the schedule is unaffected by having to look for any attendee who's gone rogue. And please be courteous. The ship is likely in the process of turning over after having disembarked one ship full of vacationers and embarking the next. Be mindful of these guests when touring the ship and taking pictures, as well as the ship staff. So on Thursday, we are going to have product and destination workshops. You definitely want to take advantage of these. This is where the rest of your travel experience is truly going to grow as you're learning more about products from suppliers, learning about the destinations that your future clients are going to. You definitely want to learn more about these. In addition to the product and destination workshops, we have general session number 2. This is where the sales and marketing panel is going to take place, so you don't want to miss out on that. And then there's the trade show. Remember I said pack light and bring extra tote bags? Lots of stuff to take home. You're going to just gather so much great information that you'll be able to utilize in your business that you won't be able to turn it away. Be sure to make a list of the suppliers that you definitely want to see and visit those booths first. That way your priority visits are out of the way and they'll free you up some time to stroll and take advantage of all that the trade show has to offer. Of course, CLIA will have a booth, and there we can answer all of your professional development and membership questions. Then you absolutely do not want to miss the CLIA Hall of Fame Awards, Dinner, and Entertainment. If you have been to Cruise360 before or even heard about it, this is the event that you don't want to miss. It's amazing, lots of amazing entertainment. We definitely give lots of love to those who have made such an impact in our industry. So you definitely want to be there. Do not miss it. And this is also a great opportunity to dress up a little bit if you'd like. On-site career counseling. We will have this opportunity available for those of you who are interested. Again, stay tuned to your email notifications for updates. Registration to book will soon open. And unfortunately, there are limited appointments. Just to give you some perspective, there are only 3 of us who will be conducting those appointments. And we can only do one person at a time, if you will. But they are going to take place on Thursday from 12 to 2. And then again from 3 to 5 actually at the trade show booth. So that for those of you who will register for them, your appointment will cite exactly where you should meet your career counselor for your appointment. Now we're into Friday. Friday we have general session number 3. Have you guys noticed how much food we're giving you? There is food everywhere. And I hope that you are hungry to show up. Well, we want to feed you so that you have enough energy to go through all these things, right? Before you even get to your meal, I wanted to bring your attention to the fact that there's a travel agent lounge every day that's sponsored by MSC Cruises. So you want to definitely take that opportunity. If you want to conduct a meeting with someone or meet someone or take a minute to just go through some of your notes, or if you have a call that you have to make with a client who needs to book something, that might be a great place for you to take advantage of that. There's also going to be breaks throughout, also sponsored by MSC Cruises on Friday in the PM. So MSC is feeding you, providing you a great space to conduct your business. So you want to definitely swing by their booth and thank them. Matter of fact, if you can, swing by everybody's booth who's sponsoring something here for you because they're doing it all for you. Be sure to swing by and thank them for their contribution to your continued learning at this event. In addition to the general session with breakfast, there's another travel agent lunch. Again, at any meal that that's sponsored by a supplier or a cruise line, there is a presentation. There isn't the opportunity necessarily to go pick up something and then leave. We're expecting you to learn and gather all the information that you need from all of these presentations and these suppliers so that you can continue to grow your business like never before. And don't forget that there is a reception on Friday. The Greater Fort Lauderdale reception will be there and ready to rock and roll. So we hope we see you there. Maybe someone will be interested in having a few conversations, laughing, exhaling a little bit from all of the information that has been shared with you all day, whatever the case may be. We hope to see you there. So something else new that we've done at Cruise360 this year. I have heard consistently from all of my conversations with many of you, with agents at all levels, with agency leaders, etc., that there is a need or a want for there to be more peer-to-peer learning. And so we've sent out a call for sessions to both our ECCS certified CLIA members as well as our STAR Board Committee. And our STAR Board Committee consists of agency leaders as well as other key individuals. And we sent out that call for session and came back with 3 amazing opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. Registration will soon open for these 3 sessions. Now, I wanted to bring to your attention that these are amazing learning opportunities. You have Assessing Client Resiliency with Michael Akana, How to Get the Very Best Results from Your Partnership with Your Business Development Manager by Craig Satterfield, and it's a balancing act, high tech versus high touch, from Cruise Planner's very own Michelle Fee and Vicky Garcia. You definitely want to take advantage of these opportunities. Well, while these sessions do not carry CLIA credit, that does not negate how amazingly important it is for you to get this information. So when these sessions open up, make sure, again, to check your schedule to see what you may already be scheduled for, if you need to adjust anything or move anything around so you can take advantage of these opportunities. We are also adding another seminar to our list. It will be delivered by CLIA's very own Christian Savelli. He's our Vice President of Research and Business Analytics, and is leveraging findings from CLIA's research to gain marketplace knowledge. This might be a really great seminar that will really speak to our agents who are very advanced and really want to know how this information impacts the industry and impacts their work and their business. So definitely take advantage of this particular seminar. It will open up as well very soon. Then we're on to Saturday. On Saturday, we're starting to wind down just a little bit, but not too much, so don't get too comfortable. There will be a breakfast that's taking place. Again, it is sponsored. It will be a nice sit-down meal. After that, we're going to have a few seminars, but then it's going to be quite a lot of ship inspections going on. So I'll likely be on them with you and all of the CLIA team members. So we look forward to taking part in those with you. Then we're on to Sunday. No more seminars, but plenty of ship inspections, and you don't want to miss out on the opportunity for fam trips. If you haven't signed up for them, please visit cruise360.org to see if one that you're interested in is still available. Some of them have sold out, so you might want to check on those pretty soon. And then there is Monday, our final day. And again, only thing going on is ship inspections and fam trips. So hopefully you're scheduled for some of these. If not, it's likely you've already left Cruise360. Not a big deal. Looking forward to spending that time with you. And another new thing. When we did the call for sessions, we got so much great information that we just could not share this with you. Our very own Chris Grum, who's a Starboard committee member and owner-president of Premier Custom Travel, came up with this amazing idea. So you've experienced Cruise 360, now what? It's going to be an amazing webinar that's going to take place on May 3rd at 3 p.m. We're going to get that up on our website pretty soon so that you can begin registering for it. And it's also going to go out in some of our newsletters and our email communications, so stay tuned. But you definitely want to take advantage of this opportunity. You're going to learn from one of your very own on how to apply what you've learned at Cruise 360 in your everyday business. So that is about it. If you have any additional questions specifically regarding certification, please email us at training@cruising.org, or you can go to cruising.org and schedule a career counseling appointment. If you have any questions or concerns specifically regarding Cruise 360, you can email us at meetings@cruising.org. And because I was able to get through all of that in about half an hour, I am going to look at some of the questions that you guys are posing and see if I can answer those really quickly for you. So if you have a question, please put it down in the question sections, and I'm going to read those out and answer them. One question: are you taking any waitlisted folks for the cruise inspections in case some people don't show up? Again, the only people who will be able to go on the ship inspections are those who are on that final manifest as of February 26th. We will not be able to add or remove anyone after that date. So I encourage you to consistently check back at cruising.org to see if anyone has stepped or left a ship inspection and opened any additional slots, because if they have, that will be your opportunity to take advantage of that. How do you get your Embark ID? That is an excellent question. First question is, are you a CLIA individual agent member? If not, then you definitely need to be able to be a CLIA individual agent member to get an Embark ID, because that is a benefit of your membership. If you don't know exactly how to do that, please visit us at cruising.org. Click on the tab that says Travel Professional and click on the link that says Become a Member. If you have not yet received your Embark ID and you have recently enrolled or re-enrolled your membership for 2018, I'm going to apologize for that right now. We were backed up for quite some time due to some stock issues. We didn't want to send you guys Embark IDs that just did not look appropriate, so we are almost completely caught up with that. If you have not yet received it, please expect to receive your Embark ID within the next week or two. Judy says, I still have my note-taking guys for 2014. That's what I talk. That's amazing note-taking and organization there, Judy. I'm not sure I would have anything from 2014. During the Q&A, would you show the what to bring slide? Thank you. Sure, I can show that slide. Bear with me one moment. Does CLIA give tote bags? We do. So you will have the opportunity to get a CLIA tote bag, but just in case, bring a few extra. I'm telling you, I've literally seen agents walk around the trade show with a suitcase because there's just so much information there that you just don't want to miss out on, and you definitely want to take advantage of. Can a cruise that I take with my group count as both personal cruise and ship inspection credit? Great question. No, it cannot. It can only count as one or the other. Are you adding any more ships for inspection? It's hard to register for 3 without overlap. Unfortunately, we are not adding any more. What we've come up with so far, the wonderful many ship inspections we have, is all that we can get. We have talked with our cruise lines in depth, and those are frankly the only ships available in port. Where is it recorded which ID we have to use to register for a cruise ship inspection? So it will be on the website directly where you're signing up for it, but short and sweet, it has to be a government issue ID. So your passport, your driver's license, or a state issue ID will be sufficient. Can this session be emailed via a PDF? It will not be emailed, but it has been recorded. and that recording will be available on cruise360.org. Does registration in the morning mean breakfast sponsored? I'm not sure that I understand that question. If you can post the question again with a little more clarity, I can assist with that. How do I add special dietary needs on my profile? Put that information, if you can't, or if you have questions about that, please email us at meetings@cruising.org for additional assistance. Is this webinar being recorded? It absolutely is. Rookie question, do all the workshops have a quiz component, or is this just for the certification programs? The majority of CLIA seminars offered have a quiz component, yes. The product and destination workshops do not. The ones that I referenced specifically in this webinar do not have a quiz component, and our certificate programs do not have a quiz component. So that was an excellent question. When is the event? April 17th through the 23rd in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Can you go back to the screen with the peer-to-peer sessions? Absolutely. Can you please put up what to bring slide again? I think I had that up for quite some time, so I think I've addressed that. When will the product and destination workshops be available for registration? They should be available for registration by mid-month February. Is there a waiting list for ship inspections or fam trips? Email us at meetings@cruising.org with regard to the fam trips, but again, with regard to ship inspection, you would just need to check back regularly to see if any slots have opened up. What days will there not be breakfast? If you go to cruise360.org, keep an eye on that schedule for latest and greatest updates. If there are any certification specific questions, I'm not going to address them on this webinar because this is specifically about Cruise 360. I'm just going to encourage you to email us at training@cruising.org. Reading through some of the questions. How long does it take to receive name card badge for identification? If that's your Embark ID, I think I've addressed that already. What kind of graduate ceremony is it? It's a reception. So it's a wonderful opportunity for networking. There will be speakers to congratulate you. And sure, it's actually sponsored by and hosted by Marriott, and it's offsite at Marriott Beach Harbor Hotel. But it's really nice event specifically for graduates. So we hope that you'll join us and take part of it. Yes, light music and hors d'oeuvres. If you hear a voice in the background there, that would be my supervisor, Carolyn Johnson. So she is helping me in making sure that I address all of your questions directly. I may not be able to make Cruise 360 this year, but am highly interested in attending. When is the next Cruise 360, 2018 or 2019? It is annual. So we are going to have a Cruise 360 in 2019. Also, still right there at home in Fort Lauderdale at Broward County Convention Center. So stay tuned for that information. It will still be in the spring. Is each general session different? Yes. Should we register for one or all of them? Register for all of them. Trust me, you will be able to take nuggets of great information back with you. So definitely attend each. Let's see. Do you actually have to register for open sessions like product and destination workshops or the Cruise 360 marketplace? You do not have to register. You do not have to register for them, but you can just add it to your schedule just to keep everything kind of together for you. Again, you want to print that out ahead of time before you show up so that you know exactly where you're going, where you're supposed to be, and where you want to be. It'll be a nice reminder. Again, you're going to get so much information. It'll be nice to have something to guide you along the way. Disappointed I didn't see any information on the general sessions. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming very soon. How do we know how many credits you get per session taken? Are there any credits for main sessions? The credits are available short and sweet. Any session that you attend that has a quiz component at the end, you will get credits for if you pass the quiz. And for each of them, all of them are only 10 credits each. So it doesn't matter if you actually attend them. If you attend them, that's wonderful. It's great. It's good for you. Good information. You don't get any credits for attending. You get credits after you've passed the associated quiz. And you get credit. Thank you. You get credit for attending Cruise 360 as a whole. That goes toward your certification requirements as well. How do you register for the ship inspection? Go to cruise360.org. Could I get a confirmation email from purchase of membership? I'm going to ask you to email us at info@cruising.org. Does the card show our certifications? It absolutely does. Your Embark ID will show the certifications that you have earned. What if we just signed up and haven't completed all of the courses for our certifications? If you have not yet earned a certification, it will not be present. Does CLIA have or give any clout for agents having problems with the cruise line? That not quite. We don't, but email us at info@cruising.org and share with us exactly what your problem is, and let's see what we can do to assist you. Does CLIA have or get, I just asked that question. Let me keep going. Will CLIA know which attendees are currently working on certification so they will be sure to get a guide? If you're currently working on certification, your logbook is your guide. So you would go into your My CLIA account, click on My Certifications, and click on your logbook. At the very top there will be a link to a PDF. When you click that, you'll have the PDF version of your logbook that has far more detail about what's required for your certification than just the website. I would encourage you to print that out, read that, and read it completely. And that will help drive some of your Cruise 360 planning. I have a business partner that received her card, but the wrong photo. What should she do? She should email us at info@cruising.org. I've received a confidential email from CLIA regarding a Dropbox document. I couldn't open this link. Who do I contact because I sent email back stating unable to open? Lori, that email was not sent by CLIA. There is a phishing problem that I'm sure you have heard about all over the news. Please visit us at cruise360.org. If you look on the right-hand side and scroll down, you will see all of the information regarding the phishing scam that's been going on all over the country. Will you be shipping out brochures again? We will not be shipping out brochures. Brochures will be available on site. Can we review this presentation at another time? Absolutely. It will be recorded and up on the websites. I'm going on the inaugural cruise. Can that count as a personal cruise or a ship inspection? It absolutely can. With regard to it counting as a personal cruise, it depends on how many nights it is. Woo, you guys have a lot of questions. I'm trying to keep up here. Can you include in the call for sessions section the tricks on working with charity organizations? SEMA, unfortunately, the call for sessions has closed and no one submitted anything specific to that particular topic. I will encourage you while you're at Cruise 360 to network with your fellow travel agents to see who has specific information or experience with that. Does the travel agent reception include CCC graduates? It absolutely does. Does CLIA still have a passport for ACC and MCC? No, that is long gone. If you have any questions specifically to certification, please log on to cruising.org. How many credits do we get for attending Cruise 360? For this year, if you're currently enrolled, you'll get 40. But it will depend on various things depending upon your level and what year of Cruise 360 you attended. So you would definitely have to enroll in certification, read the detail in the logbook to find out this information. Do you email for credit card authorization after joining CLIA? We do not. Again, this is part of that phishing scam that's been going on all over the country. Please visit our website to learn more about it. You do not, the question was, do you receive credit for attending this webinar? You do not receive credit for attending the webinar. I do not see very many classes for well-seasoned agents. Appears that most classes are for new agents. I have been an agent for 15 years. We have a number of courses and seminars available for advanced agents. We actually have something that's highlighting which levels each course would speak to. So I would encourage you to dig deeper and open up those courses to find out which levels would be available for seasoned agents. But just to bring your attention back, to the seminars that I've referenced that we're adding during this webinar, you may be able to find some benefit in visiting those or in registering for those and learning more. Right, as well as general sessions, showcases, P&D workshops. There's new information every year, new suppliers all the time. So definitely take advantage of all of those. I'm new to all this and I'm taking training online, so can I still attend? Absolutely. We hope to see you there. I can't register for general session because of a time overlap. My class doesn't begin until 2:30, but it won't allow me to register. Judy, please email us at meetings@cruising.org and we can get that rectified for you. Do you expect further changes to the existing seminars session schedule? If so, will there be last minute changes we should keep looking out for? Nothing outside of what I've shared with you during this webinar. Is there a cutoff date for graduation to be invited to the TA graduation reception? Not particularly. Quite frankly, we will send out an email invitation to those of you who have graduated. If for some reason you have graduated from the time that email comes out to the time we show up, we will be able to verify your graduation and extend an invitation. Give me one moment. I'm going to go back to the screen to share with you guys exactly where you need to go to for help should I not be able to get through all of these questions. Will it be possible to see your schedule on the app? It will be possible if you make sure that you added them. So for example, you'll be able to look at a particular day on the app and see all the sessions for that day. All you have to do is click the one that favorite, make it a favorite, the one that you're going to attend, and you will essentially build it out. So when you look at all of your favorites, it will be your schedule. But there is no integration between the Cruise360 website and the app, so your schedule will not be automatically included on the app. Will I be penalized if I don't take a course quiz? Absolutely not. We don't penalize anyone. Let's see, I'm reading through some of the questions. I'm just trying to get through those questions specific to certification. Again, please look at the screen and reach out to us with regard to your specific certification questions. And if you have membership related questions, anything with regard to Embark ID, please email us at info@cruising.org. Acceptable attire for ship inspections. Well, we want you to be comfortable because you are walking an entire ship. However, because Cruise360 is a conference, a business conference, we expect you to be around at least business casual. That will be probably the best suitable attire. As a new CLIA agent, is there a required course we need to fulfill? Absolutely. It's the state of the industry course. You do not get credit for that course. It is a requirement of membership. So just to let you know, you do not get credit for that course. It does not work toward any level of certification. It's just a requirement of membership because we want to tout that basically CLIA individual agent members are the most well-versed agents in the cruise industry, and that course is going to help you get there. Let's see. Are your ship inspections on your website correct? Yes, they are. Hi, I'm new to this. What do you do in a ship inspection? Uh, if I mispronounce your name, I apologize, but I believe it's Raul. Raul, I would encourage you to visit cruising.org and take the course, The Wonderful World of Ship Inspections, to learn all that you need to know with regard to a ship inspection. It's really important to your business as a travel agent. What if we can't get to Cruise360 by 8 p.m. on Tuesday? Can we just register on Wednesday morning? Absolutely. That's a great question. Registration will be open every single day at Cruise360. It's also a place that you can come and ask CLIA specific questions about membership, some questions about professional development. CLIA staff will be there to be able to assist you. How many ship inspections can you attend? You can attend up to 3. Will we be able to ship our brochures back home so we do not have to bring them on the airline? Absolutely, that's completely up to you, but that is not a service that CLIA will offer. We do? My apologies, I lied. We do offer that service. It's offered at the trade show, so I would encourage you to ask CLIA staff or conference staff at the time at the trade show, and we can help you out with that. But it is not at CLIA's expense, so just to give you that heads up. If we pay an extra fee for meals for a companion, do they need to also do the ship inspections? How does that work? So if you're talking about meals at the conference, your companion would have to be registered for Cruise360. If you're talking about your companion going on the ship inspection, again, that companion would have to be registered for Cruise360 and subsequently registered for the same ship inspection. How soon do you have to complete classwork to be eligible for the awards dinner? I think the question may be more along the lines of, and my assumption, Susan, is that you mean the graduate reception, because that will be the only correlation there. You would definitely just have to be awarded your certification before Cruise360. For those of you who are interested, the Hall of Fame voting, so we have Hall of Fame awards that you guys may be familiar with. If not, more information is coming out with regard to that. Voting will open mid-February, so you can definitely put your vote in for those that you believe have been most significant, who have most significantly impacted the industry according to the various awards specifications. I'm pretty sure that I was told in writing that a personal cruise can be used for both the cruise requirement and a ship inspection. Wayne, I'm not sure who may have told you that, but that's not quite that's not quite true, unfortunately. Please email us at training@cruising.org. Our wonderful Vice President of Industry Relations, Marla, has just put a note in here to let me know that the Saturday breakfast is sponsored by Hawaii from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Again, there will be a presentation there taking place. I apologize. I think on the schedule that I showed you, the time was a little off, and it didn't have the name of the sponsor there. So that information is for you, and the site will be updated soon. Do you have to be a member of CLIA to attend the ship inspection? You do not, but you do have to be registered for Cruise360. So I know you guys have a lot more questions available and listed here, and I apologize that I could not get to all of them, but I'm going to encourage you to contact us at one of the email addresses available on the screen right now to be able to answer your questions. I thank you so much for attending this webinar, and I hope that there was something here that was able to help you. We look forward to seeing you at Cruise360. Have an amazing day.